Yeah, the governor, my name is Udo. Good afternoon. I work for Premium Times. I have just one question and adding to. You mentioned the issue of a crackdown by the security men on unlicensed BDC operators. But I'm aware of the fact that some of the infractions in the industry or in the market is not only committed by unlicensed operators, even the licensed ones are also at fault. I want to find out, is it not possible that the CBN consider a law where the number over 4,000 BDCs in the country is reduced to a minimum of maybe 50 or 100, like it happens in other countries, so that you will be able to regulate them properly, like it's done in other countries, and restrict them only to the airports. Then the other one has to do with the fact that...
I'm sorry, Basi, we have to be orderly here. Nancy?
Good afternoon, Mr. Governor. I'm Nancy. Look, I want you to quickly respond to this. There have been allegations that the Central Bank of Nigeria plans to seek jail terms for people keeping forex in their homes and even confiscate their accounts, their dorm accounts. So what is your view about that? And from the communique, you said, how serious are the threats to the risk to the banking sector? And is there a last card on the table for FX management?
I'm sorry.
No, I didn't hear the second part.
Well, unless if the governor overrules me.
Not happening.
Okay, please come and take it.
Thank you, sir. The second part of the question from the MPC, the communique you just read, I want to find out how serious are the risks that are facing the banks now, because Fitch Ratings released a report over the weekend and they downgraded banks, and I think about 10 Nigerian banks, and you mentioned something like that in your communique. The last one is there a last card on the table for forex management? Because since this flexible forex regime, we've not really seen, it's gotten from fry pan to fire.
Now this question and answer session is behaving like the parallel market. Okay, just one question.
Good afternoon, Mr. Governor. My name is Elisha Balagugu. I work for Bloomberg. My question also relates to the crackdown on BDCs and black marketers. Analysts are saying that your move to enforce a rate not weaker than 400 naira will just simply drive the black market further on the ground. And
Analysts are saying what?
Are saying that the move to crack down will drive the black marketers further on the ground, and it's even bound to fail anyway. What's your response?
Thank you. I think that's it. Okay, Onyinye.
Good afternoon, Governor. My name is Onyinye Watwai for Business Day newspaper. The CBN has taken a decision stance on the monetary policy rate, which is widely expected, but would like to know whether the bank is considering any extra measures to stimulate the economy, especially with continued recession.
Okay, so those are the questions. It's now time for the governor to take them. Thank you very much.
Well, first, I think let me respond to the issues about the allegation that the CBN is planning jail terms for people keeping dollars at home and indeed confiscate dollars that people are keeping. That allegation is untrue. And let me seize the opportunity to reiterate myself. It is not untrue. It is not. There is nothing in our current foreign exchange regulations that says that people will be jailed or that their dollars will be confiscated. But I'm aware, because just today I was told the Nigerian Law Reform Commission is looking at reviewing the exchange regulations just like they normally will from time to time. The Law Reform Commission is an agency of government that has a responsibility for reviewing, like you said, Law Reform Commission, reviewing all laws the country from time to time, depending on exigencies of time. We have not been contacted regarding whether or not some of the clauses that are included in the review that is being conducted by the Law Reform Commission. But I'm saying here, and categorically, that if we are contacted or whenever it becomes an issue for discussion, we will advise against a clause that forbids people from keeping their dollars if they choose to, or a law that says that people should be jailed for keeping foreign currency. I repeat, there is nothing in our current and extant foreign exchange regulations that says that people will be jailed or that their foreign currencies will be confiscated. I advise people to please stop listening to rumor mongers, but let's go about our business the way we normally would do. What are the risks facing the Nigerian banking system at this time? I've said so before, and I will continue to. As a result of the current challenges being faced by the global economy, all agents in the financial system, and here I'm talking of banks and other players in the financial system, are facing tremendous risks. Normally, in any economy, when there's a slowdown or there's even a recession, naturally financial institutions, particularly banks, will face certain risks. Risks of NPLs rising, risks and different other risks. And what that does is that it imposes on the regulator a great challenge to ensure that it strengthens its prudential guidelines to ensure that the banks and particularly depositors are protected. So, I'm saying Nigerian banks, like other banks in other climes, are facing risks, but those risks are surmountable. And the central bank is doing its best to ensure that those risks don't crystallize to a point where we begin to talk about depositors risking their deposits. So for that reason, I would say the risks, the rumor about maybe banking system risk is overtly elevated. And I repeat, these are risks being faced by any banking system or any financial system in any clime today that is facing challenges arising from the global challenges. Analysts are saying that the crackdown will drive, first of all, the regulation, the foreign exchange regulation in Nigeria today forbids trafficking in currency. We should just underscore that point on the streets. You cannot stand on the street and traffic in currency. So what we know is that the security agencies have a right to enforce the laws. And the law, for as long as the law says you cannot traffic currency on the streets, you are supposed to be in your offices, conduct your business, you will have to adhere to that. If you don't adhere to that, the security agencies will arrest you. Okay? So, but again, talking about that to drive them, the black marketers underground. Black market are illegal foreign exchange dealers. So we don't consider in our own analysis people who want to go underground and conduct illegitimate business. If you are conducting a legitimate business, you should be free to operate your business not under the table, come over in an open market and conduct your business, and nobody will harass you. Crackdown on agencies, law to reduce number of BDCs. Well, we believe that everybody is entitled once the regulations are set. There is no need to preclude you if you meet the conditions. But of course, naturally, the regulator, in this case, Central Bank of Nigeria, has a right to put in place policies that limit entry. If we want to limit entry, we know what to do, and I can assure you we will do it at any point we decide to limit entry or even or exacerbate exits from the market. And that's something we will look at the appropriate time. Is CBN considering any other measures to stimulate the economy? The CBN has, from time to time, played its role in putting in place measures that are meant to intervene and stimulate the economy. And you know what we're doing already. The CBN is involved in various forms of intervention in line with the Enabling Act that allows it to conduct development finance activities. You all know about what CBN has done in the area of commercial agricultural credit scheme, the guarantee schemes, the Nigeria Incentive Risk sharing for agricultural lending, the anchor borrower programs. All these are meant to channel funds or intervention funds at low interest rates to sectors that the Central Bank of Nigeria feels need priority attention to benefit the economy and our people. And I'm delighted that the results that we see, even from the GDP numbers, you could see that growth is accelerating, particularly in the agricultural sector. And what that does is that it encourages us to continue to do more, so as to increase agricultural productivity and output, and ultimately lead to moderation in prices of agricultural produce. Thank you very much.
I think that brings us to the end of this briefing. Maybe we can just relax and listen to the post-communique analysis. Just before you go, I want to say Happy Xmas to all of us, and let us meet in 2017. Thank you very much.